Hello Virgo, welcome back to my channel if you're a returning subscriber. If you're new, welcome. I hope you enjoy the reading. I've already shuffled and laid out the cards, so let's see what we've got for you now. Okay, so we have the 11th house, 5th house and the 2nd house coming up for you. Under the 11th house, I feel that this could be related to friendships that you're having at the moment. It could be a specific friendship who's going to help you or assist you in some way, but it could also be to do with you being part of a greater situation, like a society or an association or an organization to do with social reform or humanitarian issues or whatever it may be, but something like that, which is like a group endeavor where you are part of that, whether you are contributing your time or your energy or your volunteering, whatever it may be. So any one of those could be coming up. It could also be to do with your hopes and dreams and wishes and your hopes for the future and what you are envisioning for yourself at this time. So now we have got Grand Trine and we've got Nementona to do with this house. So I feel that you need to do a bit of soul searching, a bit of reflection at this time. Nementona is saying that you can actually create an altar for yourself, or you can actually go into nature and spend time in nature at this time. It could also be that you need to just have a little bit of time of reflection. You can create your own altar in your home, which would be a sacred space for yourself, whether it's a room or an area or like a mantelpiece above a fireplace, or just, where you've got your crystals or whatever it may be, some area of your home which is special and unique to you, and where you can place your special items like mementos or things that are important and special for you. It's a place where you go to connect with the divine. It could also be that through a friendship you may be visiting a divine place, and this could be like a church or something like that. Perhaps you are getting involved in something, perhaps you're assisting them, or you may get an invite somewhere. It could be that. But I feel that it is also about connecting to your inner self at this time for guidance in this house. We also have Grand Trine blessings coming in. So this could also be to do with this, where you need to go within to actually pull the energies out that are connected to the Grand Trine. Now the Grand Trine is blessings coming in, but it can be in the form of talents and abilities and aspects of yourself which you haven't really focused on, or which are inherent to you. In other words, you're just naturally good at certain things, and that may not be necessarily your career. It could also be just some other aspect of yourself that you're focusing on at this time, but you need to focus on it. This is something you need to actually create for yourself. You need to actually harness for yourself. It's something coming up, and as I said, I feel it's to do with a group activity or an endeavor of some kind where you are connected to other people. Now, this could be a society or an association, something like that, where you are actually connecting with others, where you are part of a group possibly. It could be social reform or humanitarian, something like that. But you have some natural ability which is applicable to you at this time. Whatever this activity is, or these inherent talents that you have, or it just could be just like an ability or an aspect of your personality which lends itself to certain things. If you can harness that ability or that talent or that skill, it's going to bring blessings in for you. This is also saying that there's going to be some sort of harmony, some sort of energy coming in for you in this house. This could be like almost like a project that you've completed, or you can just be completing something, whether this is a friendship, or you're part of a group or a society, and whatever you've been working on is coming to a close now. But there is harmony there. They're coming in for you. It's like free flow. It can also be that obstacles that you've had in the past or things that you've been grappling with are going to be removed, and you will find that you're going to have a nice flow of energy. But as I said, it could be closure or completion for something, or you could be working towards that with this energy. But it's a very benevolent energy. It's a very calm energy. It's a very it's got a lot of flow, so you can expect good communications and good aspects coming in for you, and just, you know, very good energy, free flowing energy coming in. But it could also be bringing blessings with it, associated with these aspects of yourself, which you do need to focus on. Now, because it's a natural ability or an affinity, it could be that you haven't really used it fully, and this is saying that it's kind of like you can become complacent under the Grand Trine energy, sort of like, well, I've got this, I can do this, I know I can do it, and you don't, it's not really a challenge for you. But what it's saying is that this is a blessing that's been given to you. You have this, and that you need to incorporate it into your life in some way, however it is coming in for you. It could also be, as I said, to do with friendships, building up friendships, or it could be to do with a hobby or an interest that you have and now pushing it forward to the future. But there's going to be some sort of meditation or some sort of connection to the, you know, the universe at large, or to your inner self or your higher self, to actually bring this power in for you, but also to bring calmness to this house. And maybe that is going to bring this calming energy in for you. We have also got here King of Summer, honorable, devoted, mature, warm-hearted. So this could be somebody in your life at this time. It could be a romantic partner, but it could also be a friend or somebody that you look up to, or somebody in your circle. A romantic partner you can trust, but it's a trusted person. It could be an advisor even. This person's quite emotional, but they have got a very warm heart. Excellent advice that comes from the heart. So somebody could be helping you. It could be a friend at this time. Also getting involved in a cultural or creative endeavor. So as I said, some sort of activity which may involve others, or it could be to do with your 5th house, which is the house of creativity, something which is going to bring you in contact with others, because there's cultural there as well. So see what is coming up for you in that regard. Bottom of the Fairy Tarot is the Empress. So time to take action, the power of creativity, success that follows for a life of luxury. So there's some sort of talent or an ability or a skill that you have which you can harness at this time, which can help you, and it possibly needs to be shared with others as well. We've got the 5th house coming in here as well, but just to bring in this aspect, we've got Yod Destiny, and we've got Mawu, Mother Earth. So this is saying that you are called upon to help with environmentalism. So this could very well be connected to this 11th house as well. This can be, as I said, a group activity of some sort, or an association, or a charity, or a group of individuals who are concerned about certain things. And so the environmentalism card is coming in for you. So this could be very well connected to your life purpose, your destiny, your fate, and so on. It could also be that you need to ground yourself at this time, and that means spending time in nature, walking in nature, meditating in nature. And this is maybe why you've got the sacred space as well. You could be visiting a power place of the divine, which can be a mountain range, or in nature, or next to the ocean. You've got the ocean coming in here for you as well. So you're very strongly connected to nature, and you need to harness that in some way. It could also be that you are connected to nature in some way, connected to the Empress, because she is very grounded, very connected to the earth. And she's this is like fertility. This is ideas. This is some kind of idea or action, nature, growth, something new coming in, an idea or something that you can work on to bring in satisfaction and fulfillment for you. Now, with the Yod Destiny card, this is, as I said, a destiny card. It's not an easy card to be having this. This can be applied in a number of ways, but if it's connected to your purpose or to your destiny or to some aspect of your life which you need to now harness and bring in some, skill or ability or talent that you have, or it could be just a path that you need to take at this time, or you are currently on. Now, this path is not an easy path, as I said. It could also be that it's setting you apart from others in some way, because this card can make you feel either like the black sheep of the family, or you are just different from others. You're marching to a different drummer, you're hearing things differently, you're seeing things differently. So you're not going to be part of the cookie cutter mentality. You're going to be an individual. You're going to be on your own path. It's kind of like a sacred path, something very unique and very special to you. It won't be easy. This has got hurdles. It's got things that you've got to overcome. There are frustrations. There are sacrifices with this journey. But if you learn to listen to your inner guidance, which is why you have Nimitona Sacred Space coming to you as well. This is connecting to your inner self, your higher self, to God, to channel this information down, and your steps, the steps that you need to take to get where you need to be. It's about connection to the divine, which you can more than likely do through nature, or it may be through some other practice that you are involved in, whatever is right for you, however you connect to the divine. But you need to listen. This is your inner GPS guiding you now, step by step, exactly how to get where you need to be. So it's a very sacred path, but it is listening to your inner GPS, and then the steps will be revealed. You won't have the full path ahead of you because it would be too overwhelming. So you will get stages, or you'll get steps as you go along. But you have to listen, take a step. Listen, take a step. In some cases, you may be pioneering with this card. So you could be going in a direction which is quite unique, quite different from others. You may be working quietly on your own, or you may be working in secret, or you may be just working apart from others. To take it as it resonates for you. But this is a very specific journey, and it may not feel particularly, like a sacred journey. It's going to have a few hurdles and things, a few frustrations coming up. So it really is about connecting to yourself. You're going to learn to listen to your inner guidance with this card. It's going to build up your inner strength. There is success on the other side of this. Okay, so listen to your guidance every step of the way. Tap in. Take time to tap in, whether it's in nature or creating a private, simple space for yourself where you can connect to the divine in some way, or to the divine within yourself. And this is going to help you to harness this creativity, this beautiful Empress energy. Empress is very, very powerful energy. She is the ultimate divine feminine, but we all have divine feminine and masculine in us. So this is about harnessing this beautiful power, this creative energy, the life force, and birthing, whether it's birthing an idea, whatever it may be, whatever is appropriate for you. So something very unique for you that you're currently on the path for it. But as I say, there may be a few sacrifices. There may be things that you have to work on very studiously. This is about determination to reach your goal. But you will have success on the other side of it, and just stick with it, even though it may feel difficult. And whether this is connected, as I said, to this cause, or this interest that you have, or this group endeavor, or just something that you're working on privately within yourself. It could just be an interest that you have. In some way, shape or form, it could very well be connected to environmentalism or nature, but it can also be about keeping yourself grounded at this time. I say with the nitpicking and the criticism because this card is coming in, Mary Magdalene, unconditional love. Love yourself, others in every situation, no matter what the outward appearances may be. So come out of the criticism or the nitpicking, whether this is of yourself, it could very well be of yourself as well, or whether it's of others. It could be that you're trying to work on a project, or you're trying to do something, and you're feeling you're directing that criticism towards yourself. Come out of that and start having more fun, more enjoyment, and connect to your fun principle, and also the inner child. This is important at this time, and just come into the unconditional love for yourself and for others at this time as well, because you may be slipping over into being overly analytical or overthinking things, and you're just simply not having enough fun. It could also be, as I said, with some project that you're working on, or something that you're involved in. It could even be a love affair that you are being very discerning, and you may be blocking certain aspects of yourself, or you may be looking at things with a very critical eye, and you're missing certain elements of the fun of it. Or it could be that you just need to take a risk at this time. Then we have here finally the second house coming in. This is the house of income. It's also the house of ownership. It's the house of talents and abilities and inherent skills coming in for you, which we've already touched on, coming up with the Grand Trine, and also with the fifth house. All of us are creative, not all of us are artistic, so take it as it resonates. Creativity, we all use it every day of our lives. It can be the way that you speak, the way you work, the way you dress, the way you conduct yourself, the way you deal with children, the way you raise your family, the way you decorate your home, whatever it is. We are all creative. It can be the way you speak, the way you create, use your words, or the way you interact with figures, however it may be. So self-worth comes in with this second house. Self-worth, value systems, everything to do with what you value in your life. It's also the house of ownership, whatever you own, possessions and so on, material things. And it can also be to do, obviously, with income, and then your talents and skills, which may be connected to that. So now it's saying, I feel that there's a lot of water energy here, and we had Sedna as well that also comes in, and simplicity. So I feel that you may have just be feeling a little bit exhausted around certain aspects of this house. Now, it could be that you are nitpicking or being overly critical of yourself at this time, or it could be that you are just feeling under pressure from a monetary point of view, from an income point of view. But it's saying that, or it could be that you are, you've got your skills and your talents, whatever it may be, and you just are feeling a little bit uninspired at this time. All right. And we've got Pisces coming to the rescue when it comes to that. But Sulis is another water card, bodies of water. Spend time near water, such as the lake, river, or the ocean, to recharge your batteries. So this is a way to rejuvenate your energy, to bring your energy levels back up. You need to spend time near water, whether you're in water or walking near water or spending time near water or meditating near water or take a weekend away. In some cases, it can also be moving to a water body. So this can be the lake or the ocean or a river. You may be able to spend summer there and winter somewhere else, or however you want to do it, or just take a weekend away, or some of you may need to relocate at this time. But it's saying that being close to the water, it's an elemental body, it's a spiritual body, you will be able to recharge your batteries at this time. And this is the Pisces card, similar kind of energy coming in, and spend time near water. There's a couple of aspects to do with this. It could be that you are a little bit overwhelmed at this time. As I said, that could be coming in with the second house, either with you just feel a bit depleted in some way in this house. And it's just saying that you perhaps are just a bit overwhelmed and you need to take a break and just get away from things for a while. Or it could be that you are sort of facing a few confusing elements, and this is why, again, you need to spend time away. You need to meditate on certain things. This other person may come in and give you this excellent advice from the heart at this time. It could also be that with the Pisces energy, there's a sort of a self-defeating, self-undoing energy here. So just be careful that you don't exhaust yourself with this energy, or it could be that you are getting caught up in other people's complexities, or they could be draining you right now, or it just could be that you are listening to others about aspects of the second house which may not be in your highest or best interest. It can also be that you just have like a self-sabotaging or self-defeating attitude to certain things in the second house. Now, this could be to do with income, as I say, self-worth, value systems, or your possessions. On the brighter side with the Pisces, it could be that you, to get this inspiration to move yourself forward in this house, you can tap into the divine again with this Pisces energy. So this is the divine. This is the divine within you. We all have a spark of divinity. We all have a spark of God within us. So connect to that. This is connecting to that energy. This is imagination. This is inspiration. This is creativity that comes from that. And that is how you will come to find your solutions in the second house. It's channeling this information down. You may be getting this information in dreams. You may be getting this information through a water body, or connecting to God or to the universe in some way through the Pisces energy, which is a very spiritual energy. So a lot of these aspects could be coming in for you, but I do feel that simplicity is important here, especially when we're dealing with the second house. Okay, it could be that things have got a bit overcomplicated, and you're just feeling a bit depleted or stuck, and you need to simplify in some way. You need to water things down. You need to bring things down to just a few elements that you're dealing with, to simplify, to quantify, to only bring in what is absolutely necessary and important for you at this point in your life. We've got Sedna here as well, infinite supply. You are supplied for today and all of your tomorrows. So tap into this. Remember, with the second house, it's to do with income, it's to do with self-worth and material things. Don't get caught up in materialism. Keep things simple. All right, keep things simple, because then, that is simple ways of doing things, not too complex, not too many things that you're striving to own or accomplish at this time. Just do only what you can manage right now. So infinite supply, this is about giving and receiving. She's saying that this is an infinite and abundant universe. Tapping into that requires you to be in your giving and receiving energy. A lot of us give. Have to pull in boundaries, which is why you have the Pisces energy. Pull in boundaries so that you don't get depleted by others or by circumstances or things that are overly complicated, which can come in with the Pisces energy. Tap into your receiving energy. So this is your self-worth. Giving to yourself, self-care, loving yourself, loving your energy, loving exactly what it is that you can do at this time, loving your talents and your abilities, no matter what they are. Unconditional love. So tap into that, your receiving energy. Know that you are worthy of receiving and that you will receive, and that this is an abundant universe. Settle back into that. Know that things will come to you at the right time when you need it. That is the abundant universe, but you must be in your receiving energy. You must not be feeling guilt or, fear or anger about asking for help or receiving from others. You could be receiving from this King of Cups as well, also a water energy. So it could be that you are receiving, but you have blocks to receiving. And so this can be a self-sabotaging or self-defeating behavior. So just bear that in mind, but it's an abundant universe, and she's saying that all your needs will be supplied for. You will have enough to eat. You will have food on your table. You will have what you need. Just don't slip over into over-materialism at this time. I hope you enjoyed that, which will follow after this.